Hi, Hub Arkish back with our senior editor Eric at home to introduce you to the defensive side of Pro Football Weekly's 2011 Midseason All-Pro team. And we start with the pass rushers, with the defensive ends, and Jason Babin of the Philadelphia Eagles and Jared Allen of the Minnesota Vikings. They're the sack leaders. That usually puts them on top, but boy, sacks per minutes played, Jason Pierre-Paul might have gotten some consideration here too.
I put a big charge forward for him, and it was interesting to note, Hub, that we'd heard a lot of people around the league who said Jared Allen may have gotten some of his sacks in garbage time. Maybe his stats were inflated just a little bit.
Defensive tackle Helota Nada is an automatic almost. Sion Puha, the nose tackle from the New York Jets, having a very good season as well.
Yeah, we talked about Atiba Rubin, a kid who's under the radar in Cleveland, kind of helped out that defense a little bit. But in the end, it was Puha, the best two-down run stopper in the league.
You know, at outside linebacker, DeMarcus Ware has my early vote for defensive MVP. He just does everything. And Lamar Woodley was on fire. 6 sacks in his last 3 games before yanking that hamstring prior to the Ravens game. Terrell Suggs doesn't make it, but I got to tell you, Eric, I don't think Terrell Suggs shows up every play, whereas DeMarcus Ware and Lamar Woodley do.
Suggs is an outstanding playmaker, but I think you're right. Woodley has taken over the game at times when James Harrison's out. And another guy who I think was a surprise pick over a teammate of his, Navorro Bowman, an inside linebacker, getting it in over Patrick Willis, a perennial All-Pro on these kinds of lists. Another guy, David Harris for the Jets, is a huge part of their defense.
Well, and 2 guys having huge years are Ray Lewis and Brian Urlacher, but how many teams can they make? And sometimes these guys go unnoticed, and they're all very deserving of mention in the midseason All-Pro team. At cornerback, Darrelle Revis is on Revis Island again. Yeah, he's an All-Pro, but a surprise pick on the other side. Corey Webster, no Charles Woodson, none of the Dream Team from Philadelphia, no Joe Hayden. A lot of good cornerbacks this year. This was a tough position.
Yeah, New York combination. And Webster quietly having a terrific season. Man's up against physical #1 wide receivers for the opponent. No debate, however, at safety. We got 2 locked-on Hall of Famers here, Ed Reed, Troy Polamalu. A lot of good seasons there, too, with guys like George Wilson in Buffalo, but hard to pass on these 2 guys.
Some oldies but goodies and some new faces as well. That'll do it for the Pro Football Weekly Midseason All-Pro team. But for the best in news, notes, analysis, way we hear it, stay right where you are 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, right here at ProFootballWeekly.com.